If ye then be risen with Yahawashi, seek those things which are above, where Yahawashi sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. First and foremost, all praises are due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us his truth. Salutations to the brothers around the four corners of the earth who are teaching this word and truth and sincerity. And shalom to the hopeful elect, the few men, women, and children that believe in this word. This is your brother Kawat Sabah coming at you with another lesson. This one is entitled, The Way of Life is Above to the Wise. So those of us who are part of the elect, we are setting our affection on things above. We are setting our affection on Yahawashi cracking those clouds, and Lord willing, us being part of the hopeful elect that gets delivered out of the destruction of Babylon, America on the day of the Lord. So let's read this again. Colossians 3 and verse 1. If ye then be risen with Yahawashi, because we have been born again through the Spirit, those of us who are part of the hopeful elect, seek those things which are above, where Yahawashi sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. So we are seeking the kingdom which is above. It says here, seek those things which are above. And we know Yahawashi at the current moment is on the right-hand side of the Father, Yahweh. He was here, he died, he was resurrected, he came down for a period of time and spent time with the disciples who became apostles, and then he was beamed back up into the spaceship, the chariot, and currently he's on the right-hand side of the Father, Yahweh, waiting instructions to come back down to claim his kingdom as King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and to to beam up the elect, the chosen, the remnant of the Hebrew Israelites. Only a remnant of us are going to be saved. All right, who are Hebrew Israelites? So-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans here in Babylon, America, and scattered around the world like the sand of the seashore. Everyone who is a Hebrew Israelite is not going to be saved on this side. The 2/3 who don't make it, they'll come back in the kingdom as children of the 1/3, as children of the elect in the kingdom, okay? So indeed, Romans chapter 11 and verse 26, as it states, all of Israel was saved. You see, it's just going to happen in stages. 1/3 on this side, the elect on this side, and then the rest of the 2/3 will be born in the kingdom. You see? So let's read this again here. Colossians 3 and verse 1. If ye then be risen with Yahawashi, seek those things which are above, where Yahawashi sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. So the hopeful elect, we don't care about what's going on down here on the planet Earth. Of course, we have to go to work. We have to pay bills. You see, we have to deal with the folly, all right? We have to deal with vexation of the evil and wickedness going on. But our main concern is giving full diligence to make our calling and election sure, making sure we have a good opportunity to be beamed up and saved out of the destruction of Babylon, America. So we are setting our affection on things above. Let's get a definition of that word, affection. This is the Greek translation of the word affection.
Strong's G 5426. Phraneo. Phraneo.
It says here to have understanding, and that's via the Holy Spirit, the Rakakwadash. It says to have understanding, be wise. The way of life is above to the wise. Let's read this. To feel, to think. All right? So all our thoughts and all our feelings, okay, really are looking forward to Yahawashi coming and looking forward to the kingdom coming back down. And hopefully we are a part of the kingdom on this side, the first dominion, the first 1,000-year rulership as joint heirs with Yahawashi. Says here to be of the same mind, agree together, cherish the same views, be harmonious. So we are all harmonious, the hopeful elect, and setting our affections above. It says here, to direct one's mind to a thing, to seek, to strive for. So we are striving to be part of the elect. All right, so let's go back here. Let's read Colossians 3 and verse 2 again. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Let's read Colossians 3 and verse 3, the NLT. For you died to this life, those of us who are part of the hopeful elect, and your real life is hidden with Yahawashi, okay, in Yahweh. All right? So our real life is hidden with Yahawashi in Yahweh because we came back to the Father via belief in Yahawashi, the Redeemer. Okay, let's go to 1 John for a precept. It's not what I wanted here. 1 John chapter 2. And let's read verse 15. And it reads, as soon as I get it here, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So we are not to love this world. We are in the world, but we are not of it. Okay, we have made ourselves separate to the best of our ability. To be holy, it means to be separate. So we have put off carnal things. We have put off adultery, stealing, murder, okay, bearing false witness against our brother or sister. We have put off doing wickedness to the best of our ability, despite being in this carnal body. We are doing our best to be spiritual minded, which equals life and peace. So we are not to love this world. We are to look forward to the new world coming with Yahawashi and rulership. Verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, in the lust of the eyes, in the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. Let's read 1 John 2 and verse 16 in NLT. For the world offers only a craving for physical pleasure, a craving for everything we see, and pride in our achievements and possessions. These are not from the Father, but are from this world. So we don't care about making big money. It's not saying you can't have money, because money is a defense in this temporal, evil, wicked kingdom. But we don't love money. We don't love material things. We have them, but we're not in love with the material things. We are looking forward to the new world. Let's read this verse 17, and this is why. 1 John 2 and verse 17. And the world passes away. This world is going to pass away. This evil, temporal, wicked world, in the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. The elect on this side, and the 2/3 will come back in the kingdom. So we want those eternal bodies. We want to go up on this side. Let's read Philippians chapter 3, and let's read verse 8. Philippians chapter 3 and verse 8, the NLT. And it reads, Philippians 3 and verse 8, the NLT. And it reads, yes, everything is worthless when compared with the infinite value of knowing Yahawashi HaMashiach, my Lord. This is Paul speaking. For his sake I have discarded everything else, counting it all as garbage, so that I could gain Yahawashi. So we count this world as garbage, so we could gain Yahawashi, so we can be beamed up on the day of the Lord. Okay, let's read verse 10, the KJV. That I may know him in the power of his resurrection, in the fellowship of his sufferings, being made conformable unto his death. Okay, because this world is like death to us. Okay, we are dead to this world. We don't care about this world. So we're going through various afflictions, ourselves. Not like the afflictions of Yahawashi, but different afflictions. Your family may not, deal with you as much. You may not have a woman. You may have financial problems. You may be homeless, whatever it may be. All right. We are setting our affections on things above because we know this isn't our homeland. This isn't the final destination. Let's read verse 11. Let's read this again. Let's read Philippians 3 and verse 8, the NLT again. Yes, everything is worthless when compared with the infinite value of knowing Yahawashi HaMashiach, my Lord. For his sake I have discarded everything else, counting it all as garbage, so that I could gain Yahawashi. Verse 10, the KJV, that I may know him in the power of his resurrection, in the fellowship of his sufferings, being made conformable unto his death, if by any means I might attain unto the resurrection of the dead. So we want those new bodies. Even if we die in the faith, those who die in the faith will be resurrected as well and beamed up first before those who are here on the planet Earth, all right, who are living. So we want to be resurrected. We want those new bodies. We want the victory over death. Let's read verse 13, the NLT. No, dear brothers and sisters, I have not achieved it. This is Paul speaking, of course, but I focus on this one thing, forgetting the past and looking forward to what lies ahead. We want to leave this world behind. We are looking forward to what lies ahead. Let's read verse 14 in NLT. If I press on to reach the end of the race and receive the heavenly prize for which Yahawashi through Yahawashi HaMashiach is calling us. So we want that heavenly prize, those new bodies, all right, to be joint heirs with Yahawashi on this side in rulership with Yahawashi. Okay, let's read 1 Peter 1 and 13. 1 Peter 1 and 13. And it reads, wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahawashi HaMashiach. So to gird up means to think clearly, exercise self-control by being sober. And we're looking forward to the salvation that will come to us, the hopeful elect, through the revelation of Yahawashi when he cracks those clouds. That's what we're looking forward to. All right. Let's read, let me go to Proverbs 15 and verse 24 for the title of the lesson real quick, because that was a precept I wanted to get. This is Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 24, and it reads, the way of life is above to the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath. So this place is hell on earth at the moment, you see? So we're looking forward to, okay, be the things above us, okay? The way of life is above to the wise, that he may depart from hell beneath. Also, like I said, those who die in the faith, because hell literally just means, the grave, okay? That's all it means, is the grave. There's no such thing as people burning up underneath the ground with some guy in a red suit with a trident, all right? Hell just means when you die, the grave, the ground. So those who die in the faith, they're going to be beamed up first. That's in 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter. So let's continue. Let's go back. Let's read, let's go to 2 Peter 3. 2 Peter chapter 3. And let's read verse 10. 2 Peter 3 and verse 10. And it reads, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up. How is that going to happen? Via nuclear missiles coming from Russia and the other nations that are going to put Babylon, America, into a lake of fire. All right. Verse 11, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, because everything's going to be dissolved into smithereens. If you're not part of the elect and beamed up into the chariot with Yahawashi, you're going to be burnt into powder. Let's begin again. 2 Peter 3 and verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So the elect, the hopeful elect, are setting our things on our affections on things above by, trying to be holy like he's holy. Yahweh and his son, Yahawashi. Okay? By our manner of conduct. When it says holy conversation, that means what type of life are you living? What's your conduct? Are you living in wickedness or are you striving for righteousness? Let me read it again. 2 Peter 3 and verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation, in godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It's going to be a lot of heat via nuclear missiles coming to Babylon, America, in laser fire from the chariots of the Lord. Let's read verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. So we are setting our affections on things above. Let's read 2 Timothy chapter 4. All right, 2 Timothy chapter 4, and let's read verse 7. And it reads, I have fought a good fight. This is Paul speaking. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Okay, the appearing of who? Yahawashi. So we're looking forward to that crown. We are setting our affections on things above. Okay, let's read, let me see here. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 5. All right. 2 Corinthians chapter 5. Second Corinthians 5 and verse 6. All right, and it reads, the NLT. 2 Corinthians 5 and verse 6, the NLT. So we, okay, the hopeful elect, are always confident, even though we know that as long as we live in these bodies, we are not at home with the Lord. So we know at this present moment, we are not at home with the Lord. When you die, your spirit returns to Yahweh. You see? So at the present moment, we are not at home with the Lord. Verse 7. The NLT. For we live by believing and not seeing. You see? For we walk by faith, not by sight. All right? We live by believing. Believing Yahawashi was here. He died. He was resurrected. And that he is coming back in rulership. He's going to crack those clouds and beam up the elect, okay, into the chariot. We believe. We walk by faith, not by sight. All right. Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 1. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Let's read verse 8. 2 Corinthians 5, verse 8, the NLT. Yes, we are fully confident, and we would rather be away from these earthly bodies, for then we will be at home with the Lord. The way of life is above to the wise. Okay, let's read. I believe that's it. I believe that's all I have. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to you, and I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom.